Hello YouTube, BenB998 here, and these are my first impressions on the Back 4 Blood early access beta that happened this weekend. And I guess I could start off by saying overall, I really enjoyed myself with it. Now there were things wrong with it, which I'll go over in just a second, but if you do like the video and like my thoughts on the game, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So let's start off with the bads that I felt were in the beta. The first one being that there was no drop-in matchmaking. I was playing this with two friends, and every time our random solo queuer would leave, or we would spawn in with a bot, no one else would come in and replace him. It was always just the three of us after that. So I'm really hoping by the time this game fully comes out, they'll have some sort of drop-in, drop-out matchmaking. I think that would be really good for the game overall. Another negative from the beta that I've heard a lot of other content creators complain about is that the first difficulty, Survivor, is way too easy, and then the next one up, called Veteran, is way too hard. My friends and I would start a Survivor game, finish the game no issues, no deaths or anything, and then the next run we would go up to the Veteran difficulty, which is the second difficulty up, and get wiped within the first 5 minutes. So I'm really hoping when this game fully releases, they'll have another difficulty that meets somewhere in the middle. I think that would be perfect for our gameplay style. Now, the last negative I have from the beta was that the melee combat seemed a little unbalanced. For example, there's a baseball bat, and I felt like it barely did any damage. But then when you go and grab a fire axe, you instantly kill everything you run into. All of the rest of the melee weapons seem to work fine, it's just that there seems to be a crazy jump between the baseball bat and the fire axe. I just feel overall the melee combat needs a little bit of a readjustment. Alright, now let me talk about what I really liked about the beta. Let's start off with the maps. The maps and the campaigns that were playable in the beta are really fun and really well put together. I can't think of a single mission I did not enjoy in the 8 missions they gave you during this beta. Another thing I really liked was the versus mode. It was very fun and challenging to do. The versus mode kind of works like Left 4 Dead's versus survival, but instead you swap roles every round. Gun variety in the game, especially during the beta, was really nice. All the attachments and different types of guns. There's a lot of customizability in there, and it's just great. Like, funny enough, at one point I had a shotgun, a fully auto shotgun, and I picked up an ACOG sight, and I ended up having like a shotgun sniper rifle. It was really weird. Didn't really work out well, but it's nice to have those options. Now, the game runs on a card system. Basically, at the beginning of every round, you have your deck of cards, it shuffles, and you get to pick a card out of what is drawn to help you during your next run, help you, get more ammo, or do more damage, or get, life on kill, stuff like that. But at the same time, the game draws random cards as corruption cards, and these corruption cards can add bonus objectives, enemy buffs, stuff like that. It's a very cool system, and it adds replayability to the game because you never know what kind of game you're going to end up playing, pretty much. Another thing I really liked was the banter between characters. It's very Left 4 Dead-like, which is what they're going for. Also, there's more than 4 characters in this game, which is really cool. There's a lot more diversity there. Only 4 players can be in the game at once, but still it allows you to kind of make your own group of people. And like a lot of games similar to this, there's special types of infected, which I feel like is needed in a game like this. Adds a lot more variety to the combat. There are special Ridden that remind me a lot of like the boomers from Left 4 Dead or the spitters from Left 4 Dead. They are very Left 4 Dead-like, which is kind of to be expected. Right now I'm going to end this video off with some things I want to see when the game fully releases in 1.0. The first thing is I really hope they add a Horde/survival mode into the base game. There wasn't one in the beta, but I feel like a Horde mode would be perfect for this, kind of like the survival mode from Left 4 Dead. I feel like it would add a lot of replayability to this game because honestly, the reason I go back to Left 4 Dead every once in a while is the survival stuff. Another thing I hope they add is character cosmetics. I feel like it'll add a lot more variety to the players that you see when you're doing matchmaking. Also, it's always kind of nice to add your own little flair to everyone. Now, only 2 campaigns were playable during this beta, but I'm hoping there's a lot in the base game. From what I saw when doing the versus stuff, I saw 9-1 as one of the levels, so I'm going to guess there's at least 9 campaigns, which is going to be plenty. Plus, they plan on having an annual pass, which adds more campaigns later on, so we're looking at a lot of content here, I believe. Another thing I would really like is the ability to make a custom campaign mode, where you can add your own specific mutations. Because from the mutations we saw during our time playing the beta, there was quite a lot of mutations that would randomly spawn in, and I feel like making your own experience could be really interesting for like challenge runs. And finally, of course, this game needs mod support. What's a Left 4 Dead-like game without mods? Custom campaigns, different enemy skins, different survivor skins. We need mod support in this game. And if there isn't mod support at launch, I can understand that, but they need to add it at some point, or else this game's gonna die out in just a couple of years. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the Back 4 Blood Early Access Beta. Next weekend is another open beta, which I will be playing for sure. I hope they add some more stuff to that one that wasn't in this Early Access Beta. If they do, I'll make sure to make a video following up on this one about that open beta type stuff. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.